Good morning. I am coming on quickly to talk about kind of what's going on in the world right now and to remind you that coronavirus isn't the enemy. Your enemies aren't your enemies. Fear is the enemy. Fear is the enemy. I sat back and I watched everybody posting on social media last night. I watched the news and I watched President Trump's, address to the country. And I just sat back and I thought, it's not, good morning, Cherie. It's not the virus you have to worry about. It is fear. It's fear, you guys. Fear is what you need to be most worried about. Taking on a mindset of fear, getting into a spirit of fear, when you begin to operate from a place of fear. Carrie and I were talking yesterday and he says, baby, I want you to go to the grocery store. I want you to get about 2 weeks worth of groceries. Let's just, be careful. And I'm like really calm, like hardly concerned at all. And he's like, you don't seem to be concerned. And I said, it's because when you do what you're supposed to do, you're smart, you are practical. There is no reason to get into a spirit of panic. There's no reason for you to become so fearful that you start operating from a place of fear to where you are jumping at things, overreacting to things. And if you're not careful, social media and the media period, they hype these things up. They hype it up to where next thing you know, you're going to be so scared to do anything. And then now you've altered your life because of fear, not because of the virus, not because of Corona, guys. You are just as likely to catch the flu. I'm still getting over the flu right now. I have literally got the flu like 3 weeks ago. We are now 3.5 weeks in, guys, and Carrie and I are still recovering from the flu. The flu bug was horrible. I need you to hear me right now. It was horrible. I have never been this sick ever. And I'm still recovering from this flu bug. So many people die from the flu, you guys, because it's so bad. What we just went through was so horrible. I don't wish it on anybody. And here's the thing, even when it comes to Corona, guys, at the end of the day, you can get sick, but it doesn't mean you're not going to recover. Just like if you were to get the flu right now. If you were to get the flu right now, you'd be like, I got the flu. I got to stay home. I'm sick. You got the shivers. You got fever. You got aches and pains. You've got a sore throat. You've got a cough. If someone said to you, you can get the flu. This is a really bad flu season. Be careful. Don't get the flu. If you caught the flu, it's not like it's a death sentence. That's right. Renee says, yes, I've gotten a flu shot ever since. I couldn't even hold my head up and stay awake for more than 10 minutes. This flu that we just had, you guys, this past month, Carrie and I will be getting a flu shot going forward because it was so bad. I had no idea how bad the flu was. 12K have died this season from the flu. And this is what I'm saying, you guys. My husband's got a friend of his that had a daughter who was like 13 and she got 2 strains of flu at once and died. But it was just flu. It wasn't Corona. And guys, something like there's stuff that comes along all the time. It's the miracle is that we're alive. The miracle is that God has created this human body to be so resilient and to fight off so much. So yes, we need to be concerned about our elderly. We need to be concerned about our children, even though they're saying it's not even, children aren't even getting it. So we have to be practical. We have to be reasonable. We have to be smart, but we cannot be afraid. Do not buy into all this hype. Life has got to go on. Your bills keep going on. Ain't nobody about to pay your bills. right? You got to pay your bills. You got to work. You got to make money. You got to take care of your kids. You got to take care of your house. You got to take care of yourself. So you can't afford to get so caught up in hysteria and mania and fear. And fear is the number one enemy in every situation. And if you think about it, guys, it's always something. This is what media does. It's always something. It's always the end of the world. It's always the end of days. It's always something, you know? And it's like, come on. At the end of the day, it has literally been the end of the world forever. It's been the end of days forever. Our parents were talking about the end of days. Our grandparents were talking about the end of days. It's not a plague. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, we have to be wise. We have to be smart. But really, truthfully, more importantly, you have to stay focused. I went and bought $700 worth of groceries last night. I need somebody to hear me. Carrie Pope was like, babe, go to the grocery store. We need about 2 weeks worth of groceries. I went and spent $700 at the grocery store last night. But I wasn't frantic. It wasn't done in a spirit of like, you know, we got to do this right now and everything's going to be gone. And everything was already almost gone last night from everybody freaking out. But why did we do it? Because we have 2 refrigerators, we have 2 freezers, we've got a garage, we've got a pantry. There's no reason that if you want to be safe and you just want to take precaution, take precaution. But it doesn't have to be in a spirit of fear. Carrie and I have trips booked. We got stuff. I mean, life is going to go on, you guys. Life is going to go on. And here's another thing. Even if you get corona, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Get the help. Get to the doctor. Take care of yourself. Hydrate. I'm telling you, this flu that Carrie and I just came through was so horrible, guys, that it was like, corona can't be no worse than this flu we just came through. That's how bad it was. I just said this to Carrie last night. I said, honey, I ain't scared of no corona because this flu we just got was horrible. And anybody who's had the flu this year, you know what I'm talking about. It was horrible. And that's right, Renee. She said, I did the same Monday just in case. Just in case. Go get some water. Make sure you have enough food in the pantry. Renee says, I have 484 sick leave hours. I will be okay. Exactly, guys. If you have to work from home for a while, but don't get caught up in the fear. That's what's so crucial. Don't get caught up in the fear. Don't do it. Life is going to go on. You've got to stay focused. You have to keep executing. Hug on your family a little harder, right? Hug on your children. Hug on yourself. Take care of yourself. But stay focused. Keep executing your goals. Do what God's called you to do. Whatever is next that God has you working on, that you're called to do for your time here on earth, get busy. Get going. Do you think life isn't going to stop? Life isn't going to stop. And guess what? For the healers, the helpers, and the coaches, you're needed like never before. People are afraid. People are scared. They're losing hope. People were already suffering and hurting, you guys. This kind of stuff just takes it to the whole nother level. Anxiety levels are so high for people. You be the voice of reason. You be the voice of love. You be the voice of peace. You be the voice of healing. We are going to get through this. Everything is okay. Even if you get sick, you're going to be okay. Keep speaking life. Keep speaking positivity. Keep speaking abundance. Keep speaking love and peace and joy over people's lives. If you are with someone and they're stressing out, stop and pray with them for a second. God's got us. Everything's okay. So literally, you be that voice. You be that person. That's who God has called us to be. We're the light of the world. He works through us. We are the light of the world. Shine your light bright. Renee recommends some books that help people to feel inspired, encouraged, right? Audra says, I do not walk in fear. That's right, because I know who I am and I know whose I am. That's right, sweetheart. And it's our job. It's our job to encourage, uplift, right? Empower, help people shift their mindset off the negative and fear-minded things and listen, it's up to us. We are influencers. We are the light shiners. We're the healers. We are the light source, right? God is shining through us. Let him be that. Let him be that. We are needed like never before. Your business is needed. Your service is needed. Your product is needed. Your voice is needed. Your videos are needed. Everything that God puts on your heart is needed. Don't stop. Don't stop. Doesn't matter what's going on. You stay the course. You stay focused. Do what you're called to do. I'm over here working. I ain't got time to worry about no corona. Corona have to come up and smack me across the face and I'll be laid out in the bed, can't even, with a fever and stuff, and can't work. That's what will have to happen for me to stop working, for me to stop focusing. I had the flu, you guys. It was so hard for me to be still, and I had to finally really shut it down and get still for about a week to really start recovering. But it took a really bad flu bug to get me to do that. Why? I love what I do. I love my work. I love my clients, my members. I love my scholars. I love everything that I do. I've worked hard to create a life I love. Make sure you don't stop working to create the life you want. Create the life you love, you guys. You deserve it. You deserve it. All right, I just came on to talk about that real quick because I just felt that in my spirit, you guys. I'm just believing God. God, I ask for peace. I pray for peace over every single person that's watching this video, every single person that catches it on replay. I pray for peace. Peace of mind, peace in our hearts, peace in our spirit. Let us be the voice of peace. Let us shed our light and let us ignite peace and healing. Sure, you're making me laugh during the prayer. The only corona I want needs to come with a lime. That's what I'm talking about, Cherie, okay? But listen, stay the course, guys. For the light workers and healers and coaches, you make sure you stay on task. You make sure you stay on the wall. You guard your heart and you help to guard other people's hearts as well. You remind people who we are and whose we are and what God is doing in our lives. And that doesn't change no matter what's going on in the world. All right, love you guys. Mwah. Blessings in abundance. Is today Thursday? Yeah, today's Thursday. I didn't even know what day it was. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.